Assalamualaikum friends, it's here Dr. Fatma. Today we are going to study iron deficiency anemia. In today's lecture, I am going to tell you people what is the daily iron requirement, what is the difference between heme and the non-heme form of the iron, absorption of the iron, and what are the different causes of iron deficiency anemia, signs and symptoms of iron deficiency anemia, and some specific symptoms of iron deficiency anemia. Then diagnosis of iron deficiency anemia, which is based on the history, examination and on the basis of investigations. Then the differential diagnosis of the iron deficiency anemia, and finally the management. Okay friends, let's take a start with today's lecture. Iron deficiency anemia means there will be deficiency of the iron and decreased RBC, decreased hemoglobin and decreased oxygen carrying capacity. The daily iron requirement of the male is 0.15 to 1 milligram per day and the daily requirement of the females is 1 to 2 milligram per day. Okay, we take iron from the diet in the form of the heme and non-heme. Either the iron will be heme iron or it will be non-heme iron. The heme iron we obtain from the animal products and the non-heme iron we obtain from the plant-based foods like cereals and vegetables. The heme iron bind to the myoglobin and hemoglobin, that is, it is not in the free form in the body. It is binded either to the myoglobin or hemoglobin, but the non-heme iron is free iron molecule. And next, the heme iron has lesser contribution, but the non-heme iron greater contribution to the overall intake of the iron. Heme iron exists in the body in the ferrous form and the non-heme iron in the ferric form. Absorption of iron. Those ions or molecules or medicines that will increase absorption of iron, like vitamin C and amino acid. So when you will administer iron to the patient, along with that you will give vitamin C that will increase the absorption. In another case, phytates, tannins and the phosphate decrease the iron absorption, tannins in the tea. So when you will take tea, it will decrease iron absorption. Also we can see that the dietary calcium reduce uptake from the same meals, so precipitate iron deficiency in those with the borderline iron. Calcium also reduce the absorption of iron. Okay friends, now we will see what are the causes of iron deficiency anemia. Either reduced intake of iron, either decreased absorption of iron, either the body demands more iron but you are taking less, or either there is loss of iron from the body. We will study all these in detail. First we are looking at decreased intake of iron. Most common in the infants, decreased iron in the breast milk, and the vegetarians, non-heme iron hard to absorb. We see that the infants depend on the breast milk, and when there will be deficiency of iron in the breast milk, the infant will suffer from iron deficiency anemia. And the vegetarians, because in the vegetables the iron form we take is the non-heme iron and the non-heme iron is hard to absorb. So those who are vegetarians, they will suffer from iron deficiency anemia. The another cause is malabsorption. Conditions in which absorption of iron will be difficult: achlorhydria, inflammatory bowel disease or celiac disease. There will be inflammation, destruction of the duodenal cells, and as duodenum is involved in the absorption of iron, so inflammatory bowel disease, iron deficiency anemia can occur. Achlorhydria means secretion of the HCl is affected, and the gastric acid is required to release iron from the food and help to keep iron in the soluble state, the ferrous state. So when any condition in which the gastric acid secretion will decrease, then the malabsorption of iron will occur, and as a result iron deficiency anemia. Achlorhydria occur in the elderly patients, in those who are taking proton pump inhibitors, and those who have previous gastric surgery, previous stomach surgery. Next cause of iron deficiency anemia is increased iron demand in the children and adolescent because of the rapid growth and increased blood volume, and in the pregnant woman because iron requirement for the fetal development. Iron is delivered to the fetus through placenta. Also increased maternal red cell mass and bleeding at parturition. Because of all these conditions, pregnant women require more iron, and also children and adolescents require more iron. Okay friends, the next cause of the iron deficiency anemia is increased iron loss. A patient come to you, he is man and she is a postmenopausal woman. The most probable cause of the iron deficiency anemia will be GI blood loss, like colorectal malignancy, cancer of the colon and the rectum, gastritis, inflammation of the stomach lining, peptic ulceration, sores in the stomach, inflammatory bowel disease showing different inflammatory diseases of the bowel, diverticulitis, small pouches and their inflammation, polyps or mushroom-like stalks, angiodysplastic lesions of the vessels associated with the GIT. The other cause may be NSAID because the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs cause intestinal erosions and impair the platelet function. And the hookworm and the schistosomiasis is a worldwide most common cause of the gut blood loss. In the women of the childbearing age, because of the menstrual blood loss also, and the Helicobacter pylori infection cause gastric ulcer and GI bleeding. What are the signs and symptoms of anemia? Difficult to focus, headache, pale color, shortness of breath, brittle nails, spoon-shaped nails also known as chylonychia, dizziness, hair loss, achlorhydria, pink or red color urine, irregular heartbeat, glossitis, cheilitis, redness of the tongue, beefy tongue, and the cheilitis, angular cheilitis like ulcers or erosions like at the corner of the mouth, esophageal webs, palpitations, leg cramps, and the Picus syndrome and the Plummer-Vinson syndrome. These are the most important and the unique feature of the iron deficiency anemia. Plummer-Vinson syndrome is a classical triad of iron deficiency anemia, esophageal webs, and dysphagia, and the Picus syndrome in which the person eats non-food materials like he will eat clay, etc. The next is the diagnosis of the patient with the iron deficiency anemia. We will diagnose the patient on the basis of history, examination, and the investigation. In the history, what you will ask the patient? You will ask him about his diet. What information the diet will give you. Either he is taking heme iron or non-heme iron. His diet mostly contains vegetables or meat. Next, you will ask him about self-medication, because most of the people use aspirin as a painkiller and the NSAIDs cause GI bleeding. Then hemorrhoids, carcinoma of the lower bowel. You will ask the patient blood in the feces. His feces contain blood or not. Then you will ask about the menstrual flow, duration of the flow, and the sanitary towel the patient used. Then in the examination, you will ask the patient questions about anemia, and you will also examine the patient like he has difficulty in focusing or not, his color is pale or not, he suffer from headache or not, while he walk upstairs, shortness of breath or not. Then you will look for the nails, chylonychia present or not, nails are brittle or not, and the other features of anemia. Then you will palpate the spleen, enlargement of spleen or not, rectal examination of the patient, and the proctoscopy. Proctoscopy is a technique in which we use proctoscope to examine the anal canal and the rectum. Now we will study the investigations of iron deficiency anemia. Blood complete picture, serum ferritin, serum iron and the iron binding capacity, bone marrow, and examination of stool and urine. In the blood complete picture, you people will see microcytosis. Microcytosis that the MCV less than 80 femtoliter. When MCV is 80 to 100 femtoliter, it is normocyte, And when MCV will be greater than 100 femtoliter, it will be macrocytic anemia. The next is hypochromic. Hypochromic means that the chromic color pigmentation. Hypochromic means less pigmentation because the mean corpuscular volume of the hemoglobin is less than 27 picogram. And when the MCH is less than 27 picogram, then you will say it is iron deficiency anemia. The normal value of the MCH is 27.5 to 33.2 picogram. Next, poikilocytosis. Poikilocytosis means abnormal shaped RBC. The one is acanthocyte, second sickle cell, third ovelocyte, and it is target cell. Then anisocytosis. Anisocytosis variation in the size of RBC. Schistocyte, microcyte, normocyte, macrocyte, and megalocyte. And in the iron deficiency anemia, on the blood complete picture, you will see target cell. You will see different shapes, most specific shape target cell, and the hypochromic anemia and microcytosis. Next test is serum ferritin. Serum ferritin is specific for the iron deficiency anemia, best confirmed test. Okay. Measure iron stores. Normal value is 30 to 300 microgram per liter in the males, and in the females normal value is 15 to 200 microgram per liter. Absent iron stores, when the value will be less than 30 microgram per liter, then you will say that in the bone marrow there are no stores of iron. Less bone marrow iron stores like 100 microgram per liter. If the value is 100 microgram per liter, you will say that in the bone marrow the iron stores are less. And the decreased level of the serum ferritin in iron deficiency anemia, also in hypothyroidism and in the vitamin C deficiency. And the serum ferritin is increased in the conditions like liver disease and the acute phase response. The next test is serum iron and the iron binding capacity. Decreased iron in the iron deficiency anemia, but the total iron binding capacity is increased. What is the importance of this test? It measures the iron availability. But you should remember that there is diurnal, that is day-to-day variation of the serum iron and the iron binding capacity. The value will be low during the acute phase response, and the value will be raised in the liver disease and the hemolysis. Friends, the next investigation of the iron deficiency anemia is we will measure the level of transferrin. Transferrin is iron binding protein, and the value of the transferrin is low in some other conditions like malnutrition, liver disease, acute phase response, and the nephrotic syndrome. And the value of the transferrin is raised in the pregnancy, oral contraceptive pills. Next, we will measure the transferrin saturation. What is transferrin saturation? It is the ratio of the iron to the total iron binding capacity multiplied by 100. And it is less than 16% in the iron deficiency anemia. Next, we will measure the transferrin receptors. Free receptors will be present in such condition, and we will use immunoassay technique. The next investigation is endoscopy or radiological studies. We will use this technique to investigate upper and the lower GI tract. Because in the men and the postmenopausal women, we see that the main cause of iron deficiency anemia is GI blood loss. So we will examine the GIT. Serum antitrans glutamase antibodies and a duodenal biopsy in the celiac disease. Friends, the next investigation is the bone marrow study. In the bone marrow study, what we will find erythroid hyperplasia with the rag normoblast, and the bone marrow stain will indicate iron depletion. Examination of the stool and the urine, examine for the hookworm infection and the schistosomiasis. And finally, here is the summary for the diagnostic features of the iron deficiency anemia. We investigate the patient for hemoglobin, mean corpuscular volume, erythrocyte count, the blood film, leukocyte count differentials, platelet count, bone marrow, iron stores, plasma transferrin, plasma iron, serum ferritin, total iron binding capacity, transferrin saturation, and the soluble transferrin receptor. Here is the summary. From here you can just remember them. Hemoglobin will decrease, mean corpuscular volume will decrease, erythrocyte count will decrease, Plasma iron decrease, serum ferritin decrease, and the transferrin saturation decrease. While soluble transferrin receptor increase, total iron binding capacity increased, plasma transferrin is increased, platelet count will be normal or increased, and the blood film you will find hyperchromia, macrocytosis, oval elliptical cells, and the poikilocytosis.